coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Tonight is the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Desperados of San Antonio. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Elliott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Elliott. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll look to set up his blockers. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Shelling through the defense, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now a toss here, short side. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Elliott, and it's intercepted at the goal line. And the defense tries, they bent a little bit, but they did not break, and then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And now here's a carry heading left. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, we both know there's a lot that went into why they made him the first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college. his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Elliott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Elliott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Seahawks send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try to pick it up on 3rd down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Desperados are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Elliott. Over the middle, complete. It's Hughes. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken from just outside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Carroll. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the 1st half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Elliott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hughes. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Elliott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard.
Off the play fake. Elliott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Elliott. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off play action. Elliott. His throw incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back out comes San Antonio.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Desperados will extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week one.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understand.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Elliott. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And the Seahawks first down.
Looking to throw. Elliott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Elliott. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks use the short field to get in for 6. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Desperados are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed. And look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Off the play fake. Elliott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Seahawks.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Seattle.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Elliott. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Back out comes San Antonio. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They're going to look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, McClellan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 32-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle they go. McClellan. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now back to throw. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Desperados are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back now in San Antonio, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Quick slant there gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
They run the option on second down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. McClellan. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Back out comes San Antonio. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll run on first down. McClellan. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, and it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Desperados are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And out now come the Seahawks. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hughes. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks first down.
Looking to throw. Elliott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hughes. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Elliott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Looking to throw. Elliott. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan, and he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8. Now a give, right side. McClellan, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, McClellan. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for San Antonio, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.